Quite an interesting day. Now, across Nigeria, encounters between citizens and the police at checkpoints are a familiar part of everyday life. For many, these encounters end with a routine check and the journey continues. But for Peter Francis, a commercial truck driver, a stop at a police checkpoint in Lagos would change his life forever. On June 12, 2026, Peter was traveling along the Ketu-Epe-Ikorodu Expressway with a friend when they were stopped by police officers attached to the Ketu-Epe Divisional Station.
Now, what reportedly began with an alleged demand for a 500 naira bribe would escalate into a shooting, with Peter sustaining 2 gunshot injuries after reportedly being rejected by 2 hospitals and waiting more than 8 hours before being attended to. Doctors were eventually forced to amputate his left leg. Now, months after the incident, Peter is left facing the physical, financial, and also emotional consequences of losing a limb and lingering questions. Now, let's first of all take that report by News Central correspondent, and we'll be back to have him in the studio and discuss through this. We'll be back.
It was supposed to be an ordinary drive on the 12th of June 2026. Peter Francis, a commercial truck driver, traveling along the Ketu-Epe-Ikorodu Expressway with a friend, was stopped by police officers attached to the Ketu-Epe Divisional Station. That stop and their encounter with one of the policemen, one Corporal Tijani Ibrahim, will permanently alter their lives.
He said I should give him money. Then I said that I don't have money to give him. That I've already used the money that I have to buy food, and the food is inside my car with me at front there. So the only thing, we are arguing that one, the only thing I will hear is gunshot. Wow. And I did not come down, I did not even argue anything with them, he didn't drag anything, he just asked me to give him money. And the next thing I will hear is gunshot.
Rejected by 2 nearby hospitals, it took over 8 hours before Peter received proper treatment at the 68th Nigerian Army Reference Hospital in Yaba. By then, severe blood loss and infection left doctors with only one choice: amputate his left leg.
They said they don't have fuel on their van, so I buy them fuel of 40,000 naira for they can drive us to this, to 68.
So they first treat it, put iron, maybe the leg will come back. The leg, after 2 weeks, they told me that the leg has died, or something like that. Say the leg I cannot use the leg again than to amputate the leg.
Peter is a husband and father of 3 children. One of them, a 2-month-old baby. The amputation effectively ends his career as a driver, shattering plans he had already set in motion to travel abroad for work. To cover medical bills running into millions of naira, he sells off personal property as support from the Nigeria police has been non-existent.
Working for myself is the only thing that I know that I can survive. But now, no legs for me to walk around, to do any job again. So my life is totally changed to a lower level that myself, I don't want myself to be. I'm going bankrupt. Nobody say myself, I know that my life is going bankrupt. It don't already go already because no work, nothing. Spend almost 8 million naira now. Almost 8 million naira. I've sold some of my property.
Peter's legal team now accuses the police of trying to shift blame after officers allegedly claim to have found Indian hemp, which is an illegal substance, inside Peter's towed vehicle. An allegation he strongly denies.
Why would somebody be a suspect and you, as a law officer, transferring money to him personally, even when he is in the hospital facility? And probably about 5 days later again, the ASP that led the team, which they claim Peter knocked, brought 400,000 naira cash. I have the video evidence and recording of all of this to Peter in the hospital. And ever since, the police never came to check on him. They've never come to check on him. Joseph Ogunleye, after the incident, always called Peter's friend, the lady sitting beside him in the vehicle, the eyewitness. he calls the lady and even speaks through the lady's phone with Peter, always praying for Peter that he's so sorry about it. He has kids in the university. He doesn't pray such thing to happen to them. So when police now came back to turn around the station that he knocked the same person, if he had knocked the man would not be praying for Peter.
The Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Abimbola Adebisi, says the incident remains under active investigation, adding that the officers involved are currently being detained. New Central Investigative Unit is unable to ascertain the claims by the state's PPRO, Abimbola Adebisi, as at the time of this report. And the Nigerian police is yet to issue an official statement on the shooting of Peter Francis. 2 months after the incident, Peter seems to have been forgotten by the police as he is left to cater for himself while dealing with the realities of losing a limb. Whether this will end up like several other cases where the perpetrators eventually go scot-free and the victim never gets true justice remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, new Central Investigative Units will keep a close watch on this case with a view to seeing that justice is indeed seen to be done. In Lagos for New Central, Temisan Amoye.
Now we're joined by Temisan Amoye from our investigative unit here at New Central. You're welcome, Temisa. Thank you very much for joining us today. Also, Peter Francis joins us. He's the victim in the case here, and we'll be getting him to speak with us about his experience much later. But first, let's talk with Mr. Amoye here. So, Temisa, first of all, it's a very touching story. So it might be a bit somber in here while we're having you. But I wanted to know the details about this. First of all, when did this happen again?
It happened on the 12th of June, 2026.
So it's this year?
Yeah, this
So it's only just been a couple of months, literally a couple of months.
Exactly, a couple of months.
Now, is it confirmed that the bullet that actually hit this individual was from the Nigerian police? And how much responsibility have they taken since after the incident?
Yeah, it was confirmed because it was at the traffic stop. I mean, it was at the police checkpoint that the gunshot incident happened, and it was just the policemen there when it happened. In fact, when it happened, when they shot the guy, according to the witness who was in the car with him, they dispersed tear gas.
Oh, wow.
They dispersed tear gas and they took off at that point. So it was soldiers who were around the area who helped them get the police back. And so far...
So the police actually took off, they ran away?
Yeah, they took off. They did take off, they took off. The soldiers around guarding the Lagos State property, there was ones who came, saw the ruckus happening, and they asked the witness, the lady in the car told them this is what happened. And they were like, oh, okay, we know the police station. In fact, we believe we know the team who did this. We'll go to the station and bring them back here. And that's what happened. So when that happened, regarding support for Peter, what happened was, after his hospitalization, the DP of the state of the Ketu-Epe-Ikorodu Police Division, he went to the hospital, he donated blood for Peter, and he sent him 400,000 naira to his personal account, which we saw the receipts and the package. Then the ASP, the leader of the team, the police checkpoint team, also came to the hospital and donated 400,000 naira for Peter. So that's from the DP of the station and the ASP, we have 800,000 combined. But as much as you think 800 naira is something, compared to what Peter has spent, it absolutely doesn't scratch the surface. This is a truck driver who has been a 33-year-old man. He has been in the truck driving industry for 17 years. He started as a motor boy. So you know he has been there since was at least 16. He knows. That's all he knows. He did not go to school. He doesn't have his certificate. So this is his whole life. And now it has been upturned. He will never drive another truck again. His life has been upturned. Life as he knows it for Peter Francis is unfortunately over.
Wow.
So, Temisan, while the DPO and the ASP is going to contribute, the policemen in that truck, the policemen, we just heard that they're from the division of the Ketu. Yes. Where are they?
Well, according to the lawyer who I spoke to earlier and the PPRO for the Lagos State Police Command, that's SP Abimbola Adebisi, they are under detention because the case is still under investigation as it stands. So the police officers involved are currently under detention, according to them. The lawyer confirmed that when he went to Pantia, so about 2 weeks ago, they were there. I spoke to the SP, Abimbola Adebisi, during the week, and she confirmed they were still under detention.
So they're investigation up until, so that detention, they're not working, they're just there waiting for the investigation to finalize.
Yes.
Interesting.
A very sad, very, very sad report. And now they were also accused of being in possession of cannabis. Were they?
Well, that was what the lawyer was told when he went to the station after.
And did they disprove this? Did they say that they were or weren't?
Well, Peter categorically denied, and it really doesn't make sense if you ask me, because Peter was shot before the car was checked at all. He was shot. So, like the lawyer said, how do you know there was cannabis? Do you have a scanner to see what's in the car? And
was he shot at close range? Did the bullet go through the door?
The bullet went through the doors, yeah.
Through the door, because I'm asking this specifically because if it went through the door, then that means it was closed and they perhaps hadn't checked the car.
The door was closed. In fact, he was sitting, like he said, the person asked him for 500. He told him, I don't have. I just bought food. I'm coming off work. But can I transfer to you? It's not like he resisted, said, I'm not giving you. He said, I don't have cash. I'll spend the cash I have. Look at the food here. Can I transfer the money to you? And the policeman, according to the eyewitness, says, you think I'm joking. In street parlance, they whine me a bit inside the play with that kind of thing. And the next thing, there's no chance for conversation, is gunshots. In fact, according to Peter, I think it was adrenaline. He had no idea he had been shot. But suddenly he felt his legs were cold. Told the person in the car, I feel my legs are cold. It's like I've been shot, blood or something. He opens the door, and as he tries to stand, his legs give way and he's down on the floor. Blood everywhere, and he's standing. Like you said, it's a very heartbreaking, somber experience for us.
It is.
You go through life, you have plans for yourself, you come through adversity, you do your best to make sure you're on the right path, and irrespective of what you do, the recklessness of one individual would shatter and change your life forever.
The agency that's supposed to protect.
I wish the police,
exactly.
I wish the police at that time were also checked for substance as well.
Well, I think we have Peter Francis now. Peter, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, good morning.
Peter, good morning. Now, we sympathize with you with what you're going through. But before we talk about what happened on that day, can you just share with us what your regular day would have been like before June 12, 2026?
What I'm doing is I'm truck driver.
Okay. So what happened that day for checkpoint?
Yes, I'm on my way coming back from work that very day. So, and they stopped me. Before I even get to that checking point, I already wind down my glass. So they asked me to on my inner light. So I on the two at once, the back one, the front one at once. So they asked me that, where am I coming from? I told them that I'm coming from work, that I'm working with Sonoma. My company is very close to the place that the thing happened, that I'm working at Sonoma. So the man said I should give him money. That is, I should give him 500. I said I don't have money with me now, that I've already used my money to buy food. So he asked me, I told him that I want to even do transfer for him. But the man is like, he think I'm playing with you. So as in, the next thing I will hear is gunshot. So I don't know, with tear gas, they shot tear gas too. So they now run away. Me, the next thing I will feel, I now feel that my leg is getting cold. That is the place I now told the person that it's like, my leg is cold, bro. Say, I don't know what is wrong with me. I now get down from my car. From there, I fell down from the ground. That is the only thing again. So there are some soldiers, it's like they are guarding one land around that place. They hear the gunshots. So then those soldiers drive come. So then now, as they reach my side, and I say that, so the passenger that is with me is already shouting for help. So it's the one that shouts, say they have shot my guy. So those who now say that they thought it was a thief. They now say, my guy now to say, not a thief, they stop us to give them money, we don't give them money. That's where this thing happened. The soldiers now say that with you, no worries. They have know the team that done the work. They drive back to their station. Before they came back, some people around that place, they have already come to help me. Before them, they come. They now take me to one local hospital around that place. They drive me to like 2 hospitals before they bring me, come to Lagos. To 2 to 3 hospitals. Before they bring me back to Lagos, they go to Mobi. Those ones say that they don't have network to admit me. So they now went to a reference military hospital at Yaba. So that's where they brought me to.
Okay, then, Peter.
So now, Peter,
Yes.
after all these things don't happen now, what happen for hospital? They thought say the DPO come, the ACP come, altogether they give you 800,000. But how much you don't spend and waiting life day for you now? The police people, where they?
Those police people, so when they get me to that hospital, so those people, the doctor told the police people that it's 50-50, that maybe they will cut my leg or so those police, they say they should try. So next 3 days, the DPO come and see me, and he transferred 400,000 naira for me at my OP account. So the next 4 or 5 days, 5th day, the ASP Oguni, Joseph Oguni, something like that, he brought 400K cash. And me myself, I already spent almost 6 to 7 million naira to this problem. 6 to 7 million naira on my own after the 800,000 that they give me.
Okay. Now they don't. Now when they don't cut your leg, waiting police people they talk. Waiting they don't talk now since that time. They don't come to help you, tell you say okay. For you now, waiting justice go be like. She may they arrest the police people, may they help you for your life as you know they walk again because you not get leg. Waiting you go feel say be the best thing what they feel do for you now.
They don't arrest those police people that shot me. They are at Panty, but those police, nothing from them since where this they happen. Aside the 800,000, I haven't seen anything from them. They don't even come to me. They don't even call me again. So since then, I haven't heard anything from them. Since then.
So if government they hear this your conversation now, what do you feel say government feel do for you? Where you go to say okay, I don't get justice for this my matter.
Now to buy me leg and. In my business, they want to start up for me. They give me something I will do for my life because I have 3 children. I have wife. My wife self just born. Never reached 3 months now. Self, we're just born. So my first born is 7 years old. The second one is 3. You see, so no work. I mean, they try to help myself. I don't even do many things. Say, hey, make I use and help myself. My passport, I get passport. Or even my aim is to travel out of this country. So the money, everything, I even budget, gather together to even travel out. All of them, I'll spend all the money on these legs. So I think Nigeria government, they should get me leg. And, you know, I can't predict for them. It's only God and depend on. Because I know that there is God, shall.
Yeah. Peter once said sorry, not vex, or what don't happen to you, but with the hope say government go here and you know police go come help you with all you're going through. Martino, do you have something to say?
Oh, Peter, just want to say God be with you, and hopefully this will bring awareness to your situation, and hopefully the police would stand up to their responsibility, or even the government. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us, Peter, and also thank you very much, Temisa, for following through this story and bringing it to our note. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you, Temisan, for this. It's really an eye-opener to see an agency that, you know, were expected to take care of us having to do this. And you mentioned something that was a bit tricky. If the doors were closed, how did you see cannabis? And why would you shoot? Even if the person was a thief, he stopped. So why didn't you arrest?
Even if you were smuggling 60, 100 kg of cannabis, because it's not enough for you to get shot. I've seen NDLA go somewhere, bust. There was this man they busted in VGC for having a house full of tramadol and all that.
They did not shoot him.
They didn't shoot him. Mm-hmm. You don't even see them beating him. So why would you shoot somebody? And if it's like you said, people are supposed to protect you. And I left to wonder, if the guys who are supposed to protect me from things like this are doing this, who do I go to for help? Well, do I resort to self-help, or do I look... Because it's getting to a point where Nigerians are going to think, okay, these guys keep coming, these guys keep coming. There's going to be a counter-reaction. And that's more violence, because this is basically violence.
Exactly.
The police is supposed to maintain law and order and perpetrating violence on innocent people. It's going to get to a point when you push people to a wall, they are going to have to react. And when that reaction happens, we've already seen a glimpse of it before in the past. Yeah. Not so long ago. And we don't pray something like that. But if action is not taken, it's straight to what we're heading for.
So, Temisan, when are we going to get a follow-up for this story? I know that you're still following up. So when are we going to get a definite answer as to what the police is saying and if the government is going to get involved?
Well, when we're doing this report and the whole thing, the lawyer in my presence spoke to the police officer in charge of the investigation and reports. And as of this past week here, yes, the report is still being prepared. That's in, what, June? July, August.
Basically 2 months.
Yeah, the report is still being prepared. But, I mean, let's give them benefit of doubt. Maybe they are doing due diligence or whatever it is. But 2 months, we're still waiting. So once the report is out, we'll see what happens to the officers. We'll see what plans the police have for Peter. Because Peter mentioned buying leg. For me, it's not just buying leg. It's not just getting a prosthetic leg. The amount of money he has spent at the hospital must, if you ask me, it must be refunded.
Yes.
It must be refunded because he did not put himself in this situation. He did not cause it. None of his actions put him in that situation. And apart from refunding and a prosthetic leg, now, like I said, it's known as...
Life is not the same.
Truck driver all his life. He just said, when we were talking, he said, because I was like, this whole thing has kind of altered plans. He said, I just got passport 2-3 months ago, so he could travel and continue trucking outside. And if in Canada, that's what he mentioned. And if you know about trucking in North America, and Canada, I know it's very lucrative.
Intensive.
It's intensive and also very lucrative. So somebody who has already had that in mind, one evening, everything is gone.
His path for life.
It's gone. So now it's not just about the prosthetic leg, refunding what he has spent on his meds. The government must now pay for compensation and damages.
Oh, yes.
Oh, now you've lost your leg, you can't do this. Or before you learn how to do something, hold this, you have 3 kids, you have a wife. They must go to school, they must do things. I mean, the other day I was looking at Peter and I was like, he has a 2-month-old child. His wife does give birth through CS. That's the part he didn't mention. So you know how stressful it is. His oldest is 7. There are still kids, the ruckus in the house.
Yes.
And I was looking at Peter holding his crutches and I was like, this guy will never be able to hold his baby and
take a walk.
When the baby is crying, rock your baby because you can't just sit down. Sometimes you need to move, you need to walk about, rock your babies. And Peter can't do that because he needs to focus on his crutches. At best, he sits. And those are some of the things we would not think of. We just look at how he has lost his leg. There's no answer to these things. There's so many things that in his life now have been affected. So it's not just about getting a prosthetic leg, paying for his medicals. The government must compensate Peter accordingly. Then the officers responsible must face justice. It's not just about orderly room trial, suspension. It should be dismissal at least.
Well, Temisan, you've said it all, and the case of Peter Francis raises serious concerns, and we hope, of course, that the government is hearing, of course, serious questions about police accountability, the protection of citizens during encounters with law enforcement. The consequences go far beyond the loss of a limb, like Temisan said, and what is he left with to rebuild his life, And he's pursuing justice, so we hope that, the government will intervene and Peter Francis gets justice.